Welcome everybody to New Generation Wrestling. I am your host, Ted Dickens, and boy do we got a stacked card here tonight, starting things off with two debuting superstars. Luke Scott going one-on-one with Revile Int. What a great way to start off episode 6 of NGW, I'll tell you. This show's all about the superstars of tomorrow. We've seen a lot of great superstars, great talent, great future wrestling champions. Almost bots there, you see. Not written from a script. This is all me, folks. But we see a whole lot of new talent here on NGW. That's what NGW is all about. Seeing the future, watching the future. That's what we're going to do right here, right now. Looks like a bearded Bob Luger indeed. I don't know much about these two competitors, I'll tell you that. But what I do know about these guys is they're very eager to make a name for themselves tonight. Both men, they have this certain, mentality about them. They're so confident, so sure of themselves. But one man is not going to walk out victorious. Fucking Tim. Robert Bunn. Earlier on tonight, starting off the show, Greg Hallister came out to announce the 3 competitors for the triple threat match at Checkpoint Miami. The 3 men who will go down in history as the first competitors to compete for the NGW Championship. He announced them. He announced who impressed him the most. He announced Gerard Fisher, Raiden, and George King. Those 3 competitors had, something to say about that. George King was sure of himself. He didn't care who it was that was going to step in front of him. He knew he knows he's going to go out there and he's going to win the NGW Championship. But Gerard Fisher has something else in mind. He thinks he's going to do it. Of course, Raiden thinks he's going to do it. It's all 3 of these men so sure of themselves. Had to get a drink of my water. I've pressed start like 40 fucking times. Like I said, the 3 men for the triple threat was announced. All 3 men had something to say. So, each man said, I'm going to win this match. It's my time. I'm going to be the first ever NGW champion. All 3 men are undefeated in their own right. George King took 1 loss in the beginning, but hasn't really stopped his momentum. And here comes Luke Scott. Look at that. He's pumped up. Nice looking jacket. Nice cool looking guy. But I was saying earlier though that triple threat was announced. 3 men went in there. 1 man left standing was Gerard Fisher, and that man is going to be taking on Raiden. One of those guys, they're not going to be undefeated after tonight's main event. Just throwing his glasses out at me. Got sort of an attitude, I guess. I don't know. Oh, man. Here comes Revile Int. Wearing a crown. George King isn't going to be too happy about that. Very flashy guy. Both men enjoy the leather jackets. So do I. You know, but I can't really fill mine out as good as them. This guy, though, is his eye red? Half demon or something. Or that's just face paint. My childhood's ruined. Like I said, these two men, they are hungry to make a name for themselves here tonight. These aren't the only two debuting superstars. I mean, there's one guy who's new, but he's not booked. Adam Valentine, you know, came out, said he's the greatest of all time. Basically said, you know, he's going to hit all the posers with Valentine's Day Massacre, which I believe is a clothesline of some sort. But here we go. Starting things out. Vile in with a snap suplex. Maybe he's not able to capitalize with that because he gets taken out with a clothesline. No Valentine's Day Massacre. Hair whip, that's not something, you know, you want done to you if you got long hair. It's a weakness. Luke Scott scouted that pretty quick. But Revival it takes him down with a clubbing blow to the back and then stomps on his back. They're just gonna fucking stomp it on his gut, get him in a seated position. Referee's in the way, fucking move. Doing something, but Luke Scott gets out of it. Luke Scott, you know, I believe he's a brawler of some sort. You know, you see, he doesn't really care to get all fancied up to go to the ring. You know, doesn't really care to put on wrestling attire, wrestle boots, or anything like that. He just wants to go in there and fight. That's what he's doing, you know, but that may be his downfall because if I'm not mistaken, Violent, I may have seen a few of his matches, you know, in his video package. He's a bit of a technical wrestler. Look at that, though. He's going for something and gets tossed over his head 10 feet in the air and then clubbing blow to the side of the head. Back suplex, landing right on the back of his neck. Yes. Yes, I can do that for you later on, Tomcat. Then we get a tweet here from King George. Are you supposed to be a king? Fool. Take that crown off. You know, George King, like I said, is not going to be a big fan of Violent. Now there's Luke Scott. Is Violent begins to fight back from that neck crank. He's going to lift him up. Luke Scott's a big man. Oh, he floats over the back. Hits him with a German suplex with authority. Oh, man. Sidewalk slam. Or boss man slam. Oh, knockout punch. I think his tooth flew out into the crowd. Now what is he going for? Oh, my goodness. He's got the legs. What's he? Boston Crab, maybe? Yeah, he's a Boston Crab. What? He's spinning him around the ring. How many times is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Probably more. The strength of this man. I was going to go for the pin. Revival is probably very fucking confused. I'd be throwing up right now. He was able to kick out of that, though, of course. Wasn't enough to keep him down, but it was enough to daze him. He may be confused as where he's going. Oh, my gosh, though. Fucking throwing him in the air and catching him with a European uppercut. Hook in the leg. That may be it. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. I did not see that coming. He doesn't look like a super strong guy, especially being able to lift and throw a big man like Luke Scott, but he was able to do so. That was impressive. And what is he going for here? He's calling for something. Oh, both men a fan of knockout punches, and I think that one may have done it. Punched him right in the chin. 1, 2, 3. Revival Inc. gets the victory. He may be a generic victory scene, but he may be the king. He sort of posed as when he was coming down to the ring. Who knows? He made quick work of Luke Scott. It was back and forth, but that knockout punch seemed to really knock his lights out. A very fast-paced brawl between these two. Didn't really get to see their talent showcased full extent. Like I said, they're both very eager to come out here and make a name for themselves. Really wanted that win. Luke Scott failed to get it, but Revival Inc. did not. Impressive, I may add. You know, Luke Scott, like I said before, is a big man, strong man. Revival Inc. was able to knock his lights out, though. Yeah. My career's pretty boring. Revival Inc. with the victory, though. Making a name for himself right out the get-go. As we move on to our second match of the evening. Actually, I'm receiving word that Angelo Woods is back here in the building, and he's coming out to speak about what happened. To address Son of Sheik. Oh man, I did not expect Angelo Woods back so soon. You know, Son of Sheik really gave him a bad beating. Shocked the world about 2 weeks ago. We all thought that they were going to team up, form Iron Woods. It was all over, you know, CMV.com, and people were voting for them on polls and stuff, and they had a match, and he just attacked them backstage, fooled everyone. Thought Angelo Woods would be out for a while. Turns out that's not the case, though. Angelo Woods, I gotta hand it to the kid. He's got a lot of guts showing back up here. Had a tombstone to a steel chair, powerbombed into lockers, slammed back first on the fucking concrete floor. He was brutally beat down. Don't gender the hinder. Did I do that right? Kali is the monster push. Gosh. I mean, every heel that they wanted to throw out there and say, hey, he's good. They had him beat Kali at one point, so. Del Rio, Ziggler. Alright, that's the only two I know. But yeah, Angelo Woods, he's on his way out here. I mean, they didn't really say he's going to discuss what happened, but it's pretty obvious that's on his mind. I just hope, you know, nothing backstage is going on right now. I'm not really receiving any word that Son of Sheik has found him in the building because, you know, with his attitude as of late, he would definitely probably attack Angelo Woods before he came out here. Surprised Angelo's not looking for him to fight. Maybe he's a bit of a classic guy and wants to challenge him to a match. Who knows? Mm. Solar, why would you say that? What the hell, Solar? Topher, if you're watching, I'll have to say, I didn't read your promo until like right now or right before the stream because Great Balls of Fire, I thought it was just a thread about the pay-per-view and I didn't really care for it. I don't know why you would name your... Well, I didn't really read it, actually. I skimmed it. But don't worry. I recap it as fast as I can. Like, I'll read it, skim it as fast as I can, recap it. Great! Later on. Angelo Woods is coming on down to the ring. Had to take a shit first, but he's on his way. Hellas checkpoint is as soon as this promo loads up. Um, I don't know, Tim. No, it's not. My game doesn't freeze, guy. It's hot like me. No, like I'm really hot. Like I'm about to pass out hot. Dude, I'm not gonna exit out of this shit because my game decided to freeze. Because it's not freezing. I see the circle, don't you? I don't use discs, Maury. So there's no reason why my game would freeze. Discs are so 2008. See, look. See that circle? That means it's about to